Hi, and welcome to Three Questions with. I'm my buddy Logan Hughes with us from Hite. Hi, Logan. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kevin. How you doing, man?
I brought you on the show today because I want to talk about the importance of conversion tracking.
Mm.
We're all going out doing posts, and sometimes it's hard to know, like, was it a good one? And just because somebody likes it may not be enough. So how do I track it? This question.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. And a lot of people, I think, a lot of business owners get, when we talk about what are you using to track the data coming in, results, right? And they're like, well, I'm not sure, but our post had 200 likes and 50 comments, which is great. That means that you're getting some traction online, but how many of those people actually converted into phone calls or people walking into your store, right? And that's ultimately where our business tends to really focus on, because it's great to having that sort of presence out there, but especially if you're paying for any type of marketing like Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, it's imperative to have some tracking mechanisms in place so we can show you the actual ROI. That's really the name of the game, right? So yeah, it's very important.
So can you like show me? Can you give me an example what it looks like so people can figure out?
Yeah, absolutely here. So we have a really great platform called What Converts. And this platform, we track everything coming into the website, right? So phone calls, email submissions, chat bots, and where they're coming from, right? So that's very, very important here. So when we take a look at this is a roofing company that we're working with. Last month, they had 121 leads. It's a killer month. But when we see here is that we can separate this out between phone calls, web form submissions, and where they're coming from. So we know that this phone call came specifically from our Google Ads campaign.
Yep.
These ones came from SEO. This one was a direct, so they found them directly by typing in their name,
Yep.
and so forth. So and where pages they came from, right? So these are looks like these are roofing services pages, and so forth. So if you're not having the conversation with your marketing agency in terms of the tracking mechanisms and how much the ROI is, it's very, very important to do so. And this platform also allows you to not only see how many leads, but you can put a quote value and an actual sales value to it, right? So if someone calls and you're like, I talk to them and John, you're thinking John is going to be a $1,500 service, but they actually sell for 3,000. You can add those here. Then you can have actually see the conversion rate as well, right? So it's very important for businesses to know what their ROI is with their marketing tactics and have everything being transparent with them. So it's a really great platform. I would highly recommend if you're a business owner and you're using a marketing agency to talk to them more about ROI and hopefully they can provide you some of this transparency here that we have with our business.
So Logan, can we break this right down to individual post? Hey,
Mhm.
I did this post and this is what came from it. Does it
Mhm.
break down right to that level?
Yeah, it will show that it's coming from Facebook, right? So if you're running Facebook ads or you're just doing anything sort of from a social media standpoint, for sure. If the post has a link to your website, they click on that, go to the website, and they fill out a form submission to call you from the website. That will be tracked through Facebook. And if that, so that would be separate from also Facebook ads. We would be able to see if there's any Facebook ads. So yes, there is that separation there. So um, we measure everything to a T here, and not a lot of people are able to do that. But again, it's super important, especially if you're paying for any type of paid advertisement.
Well, it seems really neat because I know I've done that in the past. I've
Mhm.
run Facebook ads and just didn't see the results I wanted. But with something like that, it seems like I can quickly make adjustments. Hey, we ran this ad and maybe the verbiage didn't work, it wasn't clear. So right away I can see it and make adjustments before I keep spending money.
That's a great point, and I'm happy you brought that up because the conversions that we do generate allow us to optimize the ads further, right? So the first month first month or 2 months, depending on Facebook ads, Google ads, is really the first month that's just bringing in a lot of data. You have to spend money to gather the data from Facebook, right? But the amount of conversions allow us to know what's working and then to optimize those ads a lot more. So without the conversion tracking, who knows? You might be getting one lead or you might be getting 30. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know what dollars are being spent accordingly. And so the conversion tracking not only shows you where it's coming from, but allows the marketing agency to focus in on the optimization of the ads, which is, again, it's incredibly important. You got to be able to optimize it.
I
Yeah.
agree with you, Logan. That's the frustrating part as a small business owner is we're doing different things.
Wearing all
And
the hats.
okay, business is coming in, but we have no idea what's causing that business to come in. So then you feel you get paralyzed. You're like, well, I don't want to stop doing anything because I'm not sure what works.
But yeah,
But I'm
so
getting frustrated going, but if I knew what worked, I could put more money into that and not into other things and hopefully get even more results. So that's where this accomplishes, right?
yeah, 100%. No, you nailed it. Yeah, I mean, business owners, small business owners wear so many hats, and there's so many different forms of marketing out there. Again, it's just the emphasis on if you are working with a marketing agency and you are spending dollars on the paid advertisements, having this type of conversion tracking in general for your website is just very imperative. And you can use Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Facebook has a Facebook Pixel on there, so there are ways other than having an actual platform to kind of measure results. But if they're not speaking directly to that, then it's something to bring up because ROI is the only reason why you would be running ads, right? To make the money off of the ad spend. Yeah.
So Logan, what's the best way for people to reach out to you? How can they learn more?
Yeah, you can just reach out to me via Facebook. And you can, my website is hitedigital.com/Manchester. Reach out to me through Facebook. I'm on here quite a bit, so that would be a great form of communication. If you have any questions or, want a free marketing audit for your website, I can definitely get that over to you via video.
Awesome, Logan. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call into the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
Thanks, Kevin.